LCS week 1 day 1 Clutch versus Echo Fox. Draft looks pretty standard. You see Irelia, Urgot ban, and the Lucian, so not many OPs left in the game. They ban out Cassio, Kali, Aatrox. So yeah, Galio is pretty much the biggest pick left, unless I don't know what they think about Karthus or Alistar or Rakan. Usually taking Xayah Rakan 1-2 is interesting. Usually you can take Rakan and then whoever you prefer afterwards. Like you could have taken Rakan Camille if you want to separate the Galio Camille. But pretty standard draft. You get the Galio Camille and Leona into Rakan. And then they pick Sion. So they want to pressure bottom. And they know that Huni's going to pick something like a mage into the Sion. So they ban Vlad Victor. And he goes Rumble anyway. He has too many. Karthus jungle for Rush is interesting. So usually if you go Karthus, you do want a little bit more pressure in lanes. I do like they pick the Corki into the Galio because you're just looking to scale. If nothing happens early, then it's good for Echo Fox. They have Corki getting his items, Karthus getting his items. Clutch kind of want to play the Galio Camille Rumble pretty aggressively and then have the Sivir scale. So let's jump into the game. Karthus start top side, Camille start bot side. Camille's going to want to get top crab for sure. He wants to protect the Rumble, make sure Huni can do his thing. I do like the Sivir Leona into the Xayah Rakan. It's a very safe lane, and the Leona can set up a lot of stuff for the rest of the team. So Leona, Camille, Galio is a ton of engage. You have Sivir hitting for free with Rumble. That not slow. Okay. So you got Corki Flash. That was double flash by mid jungle though. So for Clutch, I'm looking to see what they can do for this mid lane. It is pretty nice for the Corki to be able to farm up against the Galio. But if Clutch can use their bot lane pressure or top pressure to enable the Galio to move pretty freely, it can be a really, really powerful early game for Clutch. So Rumble base got his Sork shoes, he's really strong. Galio base before the Corki, so it's good to base before packages up against the Corki, just because if no one's based by 8 minutes, or 8:30, I forget the timing, then when Corki bases, he can get the package. So you usually want to force a base around 6:30, 7. What the hell? Well, that's Huni. And they get the invade. So something in EU, a lot of teams struggled against Karthus because they kind of just sat back, weren't too aggressive. I like the way that Clutch is playing for this red buff. Even if they don't kill the Karthus, the fact that they see where he is, they get the red buff for sure. They're going to win that team fight with Rumble, Camille, Galio topside. And then now they know that Karthus can only go back to bot side. So they play for this blue buff. Where's the Rumble? So Rumble has no ulti yet. They should be a little careful. Camille got the blue, so that's good. I want to see Clutch take control of this bot river. They're respecting the package. Okay, so Leona's back on the map. They're handing off blue buff. I expect the next time Camille goes to bot side to be when Clutch get control. Especially with Infernal coming up, you need these pink wards. And look at Huni. Every single time he clears, he can hover down. He's getting rid of a pink ward in top river. Okay, they get the Corki TP. Galio TP'd as well. Rumble TP'd. So now they kind of have to force. Wait, oh, Sion just walked. So everyone's here for the Infernal. The engage for clutch is really, really nice. So if you're, yeah, if you're Fox, you really have to be careful. They just burned Xayah ulti. And so even though it was an ulti trade on bot lane, the fact that you still have Camille ulti and Galio ulti and Rumble ulti means Xayah doesn't really get to play this team fight. You really can't step up at all. As soon as they see him, they just go ham. He's dead. Really smart. I've definitely seen this with Fox. What are they doing? You ready? I guess they really want the kills, but if you really want the kills, you do need more people on your side. You also need to... You can not do this. You can push mid lane. You can go back to top. You can get the free fire. You can just take the victory, get the fire, and go back to lanes. You even got yourself an opportunity to swap. Like, you can take the fire dragon, have your Sivir base and go topside, and then play to the Rift Herald. But, I mean, probably the best move would be to take the fire dragon, keep your duo bot lane, play to topside, and play for the 3v3 Rift Herald topside. But you have so many options. There's no way going for these 3 kills under turret. Unless it's like super free. They do get the Rift Herald, so that's really nice. If they can break the mid turret with the Rift Herald, that would be ideal. Damn, Piglet. And they do. So this is perfect. Now they need to set up their lanes correctly. They're still putting the Sivir bot lane. He has Storm Razor, and whenever Sivir completes Storm Razor, he can just clear the wave in like a W and a Q. Uni pressuring top. So they're finally playing Vision. They want the mountain. Steal the blue buff. I like this. Very calculated so far by Clutch. Except for that misstep bot lane. They're getting a lot of Karthus's buffs. He's gotten 3 buffs this whole game. His first blue and first red and then that red. So 3 out of 6 buffs and 9 out of 12 for Clutch. Alright, the Sivir's finally mid. This is when they can really start to take over this mid game. The Sivir's going to get first push mid. They can play for this top turret really easily. Rumble's moving from bot lane. Sion's following. And they catch the Karthus. But, I mean, Rush needs to play more careful here. He knows that the Leona is not mid. He's moving around. They don't know where he is. This is aggressive. It would be nice. So it's good to have the Galio. I mean, if he has flash, this is okay. But usually you want the Galio on the side, like over here or up here. Because, I mean, there's a pink ward there. But they have a pink ward in this bush, right? Yeah, he can stand there, get a really nice flank. They do get the Xayah. Xayah flash. I guess that's not too bad. Alright, so playing the Vision game. Corky's top. He has TP. Oh no. Okay. Is this winnable? Kind of close. Oh, Piglet. Okay, so Lyra just needs to play towards waves. Like, everyone's missing. The way the vision game works when you're on defense is you clear the wave, then you hide out the vision. And then if you don't see anyone, then you don't go in. So clutch, if they clear this wave, they'll see someone mid, then they can walk in. They still don't see anyone bot lane, so they still should be careful. But the whole point is you play through waves. If you don't see anyone, that's not when you get vision. So this ends up being about 3 for O and fire. This is like a close game now. So now clutch have to get a clean engage off. You need to get a pick with Leona ulti. Maybe force Xayah ulti and then you can rumble ulti afterwards. So this is good. Play for control. Fox is doing a good job of getting mid-wave right here. But I want to see them turn this into something. So yeah, that didn't really get them anything. Like they contested mid-wave, they moved up all the way, but they didn't use it. Usually if you keep someone under turret, then you want to move into the Baron area to take control. You kind of want to use the pressure you just made. So I lead with Rumble ulti. Damn, Rush is really out of position here. So jungler dead. Can't they go to Baron here? I mean, actually they have no ultis. Oh, both teams really just want to fight. The fact that this turret is still up is pretty insane to me. Alright, there we go. So that's Sivir's damage before he even has IE. When Sivir gets IE, these team fights, when Sion's in front, it doesn't really matter. He's gonna have insane ricochets on the backline. So Rumble pushed bottom, that's good. He gets to roam mid now. Someone from Fox has to go bottom. They have good positioning, so I think this dragon definitely goes to Fox. What? Where did Lyra come from? Dude, Rush is really just not playing the game. Fox is still waiting for Corki IE. But he had to go QSS, so it's delayed. They also need Xayah IE. Sivir has IE now. Xayah has IE now. So these fights are going to have a lot more damage. If Clutch doesn't get a clean engage off, Phoenix and Xayah will have a ton of damage. Phoenix and Apollo. So they respect the Corki package. Now they can go through mid. That's kind of early, but not too bad. So it does kind of suck they didn't get Xayah's ulti with the Rumble ult because he has red buff. So he's going to heal up a lot. This is really good by Damonte. I want to see a lot more teams doing this. If you're playing a flank champion, you're playing a CC champion, go on the side. I know in Europe there are a lot of teams that don't have someone in a flank position. I think in Europe, whenever a team starts Baron as 5 and need to turn, it almost never goes well. Most of the Barons in LEC, they come from one team fights, like mid lane or something. They aren't from good setups like this. Yeah, that's a really smart play. That's probably one of the cleanest Baron setups I've seen. This split. I know Team Liquid had a really good Baron setup where they didn't even have to turn. They got really good vision in the enemy jungle. It was about this gold lead too at around the same time. So Team Liquid at 32 minutes with like a 4k gold lead was able to push in the enemy team, get full topside vision. But yeah, this was really good. Good plan. Now they just need to knock Icod out. They're playing 3 waves. So if you get engaged on, you're trolling. They've gotten in a lot of turrets. Oh, this is the first time they didn't respect Corki package. One, two. Yeah, Rumble wasn't there. Still good though. They got a ton of turrets. Now they just need one team fight. And Sivir's so strong now. I don't think these are going to be close fights. That equalizer did so much damage. Alright, pretty good game from Clutch. I would say they had a few missteps. That bot lane thing was definitely a misstep. They lost the Infernal. When they go in for Vision, Lyra went in for Vision way too early. That was a misstep for sure. The Fox draft just seemed kind of hard to play out, especially once Huni killed the Karthus, and then they lost the top red buff, and then they lost their second blue buff as well. But I'm excited to see what Clutch has for the rest of the season. If they can play the way they did for the first like 12 minutes of this game before that bot play, then they can be a really strong team. They have a really good bot lane. Demonte was able to do really well in Galio this game. But I know he has a pretty big champ pool now, so he definitely has a lot of picks he can pull out. So the team can be good.